This is Italy, and this is the Ferrari 812 Superfast. Now, it might have the most ridiculous name since the La Ferrari, but this is the most powerful front-engine car ever to wear the prancing horse badge. Hiding under here is a 6.5 litre V12 developing 791 horsepower. Now, if you're thinking it looks a bit familiar, that's because it is. It's basically a posh facelift of the old F12 with a bit of the Tour de France Special Edition thrown in. There's no shortage of aerodynamic gubbins designed to hold it to the ground at the 211 miles an hour top speed, but it still manages to look elegant and, well, beautiful. There's something far more considered about a V12 Ferrari than the V8. By comparison, the 488 looks a bit, well, footballer. Inside, it's the usual Ferrari mix of understated elegance, extravagant cow and curious ergonomics. All the primary controls, for example, are centered here on the steering wheel, so these are your indicators, these are your headlights, your engine start, your damping, your race mode. Yeah, maybe you get used to it. One feature I do like though is this little display in front of the passenger, which gives them the gear selection, the revs and the speed, which is guaranteed to terrify them. These are the sort of roads on which Ferrari develops its cars, so it's no surprise that the 812 feels pretty special up here. One of the big advantages of having such a huge engine is you get lots of torque, 529 pounds-feet to be precise. So you can drop it into a high gear. I'm currently running in 5th, and it'll pootle along with something approaching serenity. The ride quality is good, and could really imagine taking this car on a transcontinental cruise. But if you put the Manettino into race, drop it down a couple of gears, it takes on an entirely different character. The Superfast will do 0 to 60 in just 2.9 seconds, and wait for this, 0 to 124 miles an hour in just 7.9, which is ridiculous. To be honest, on the road, it's almost too fast, so what we need is a private test track, something like Fiorano. Okay, so here we go, out onto Fiorano, foot on the brake, launch control, and away we go! Balance it, balance it, balance it. Man, it's fast. Terrible day at the office. Have a little jump. Braking down. Point it in. A little bit of understeer, but the moment you put back on the throttle, you can turn that into oversteer. What's nice is that you can get into it almost from the off and didn't give it too much. Immediately feel the degree of confidence and security. For something that's got 800 horsepower, that's pretty remarkable. So now we've driven it on road and track and arrived at Enzo Ferrari's old house, what do we really think of the 812 Superfast? Well, priced from a little over £250,000 plus options, it's far from cheap, but it's certainly true to its slightly silly name. To be honest, it's a car without any obvious rival. The McLaren 720S and Lamborghini Aventador are both mid-engine and don't have this car's breadth of ability. If you want something to take for the track and then to transport you in comfort and style to the Riviera, there's really nothing better.